Welcome to Creative Tien channel. Today I'm going to do a garden tour for the month of June 2023. June is probably the most beautiful time in the garden. I have roses blooming, fruit trees start to set fruits, and a lot of my seedlings from the greenhouse are growing very quickly. So to give you a little background, I garden in New York State, Zone 7A. And it's just an average size backyard. And like many of you, I start getting serious in gardening after pandemic. So my experience is kind of limited, but I'm very surprised about how nice the backyard turned out. Here I have my Strawberry Hill Rose. This is only the second year. I got it last spring from David Austin website. And this is my favorite rose out of so many roses I have. It has nice fragrance and the flowers are big and beautiful color. It's a little bit peachy pink. The leaves are glossy. It's overall very healthy plant. And I plant it with my clematis. Rose always goes well with clematis. And I also have a little head planter in the center. That one is from Swift Store. I'm lucky to find that. So I plant this in front of my greenhouse, and I can see the roses from my kitchen window too. And I have some ranunculus. It's flowering right now, and it has many different colors. I also have some from dollar store. It also grows pretty well. The little white and purple flowers are alasum. I grow them from seeds. And here's my greenhouse. This is the first year I grow in the greenhouse because we got it last year, 2022. So I'm very grateful that I have a good size greenhouse. So I can start my seedlings and I can set it as a more controlled environment. So I add the shade close in the summer. Otherwise it gets too hot and too bright. I have two little mini roses from the seeds. And I actually grow it this spring and it's already flowering. One is white flower, one is pink. The pink rose here is called Whimsy. It's a miniature rose, and I'm surprised they turn out so pretty. It almost looks like fake flowers. The more peachy roses are just miniature roses. I either get them from Trader Joe or supermarket. They are pretty cheap in the supermarket. And they come back every year, so I have a little collection of the miniature rose. And here I have the peonies. This is the first year I have so many peonies flowering at once, and they are very pretty. I cannot remember the variety. Some are in the house for many years already, and most of them are new. I planted either last year or 2 years ago. So it's very exciting to see them flowering. But the downside for the peony is that they only last for maybe 2 weeks, and then that's it for the year. This is my miniature climbing rose I got last year. It's called Cupid's Kisses. It's very cute because the outside edge is darker red than the inside, so it looks kind of like lips. And this is the big plant I have for a long time. It's called Deutzia. I don't see this plant a lot, and it grows very big in the past few years. And every spring it has a big display of white flowers. It's really pretty. I will probably trim it down after they flower this year because it's kind of overgrown. To me, it looks kind of like a cherry blossom. It has a lot of small white flowers with all the petals that fall down very quickly. And here I have my fruit tree. It's kind of trained to be flat on the wire. But actually, this is just a plant from, I don't remember, Home Depot or Lowe's. And I just trim off the extra branches. This is either second or third year. And last year, we only have one fruit. So I'm very happy that this year we have a lot of fruits. This is the Orient pear. This is another pear tree. And this is a peach tree. Here is a pea plant. It grew from seeds this year, and they grow very big. And here is another area I'm very happy with. It's the thornless rose. I grew them in the past because I wasn't sure where I want to place them. So this year turned out pretty nice. They do get disease later. Usually I just cut down diseased leaves and have some spray, maybe neem oil or something stronger. And the new leaves will come out and they will still flower. The next area is a pond. This is the second year we set the pond. And this year I didn't add any electronic filter. I do have a solar pump, solar fountain, but it's pretty small. It's not really enough to filter the whole thing. I'm hoping it will become balanced naturally and I don't have to hook up the filter system. But we'll see. I have some little lily plants, the miniature lily. I don't know if it will flowers or not. I got the seeds from Amazon. The next big tree is a 6-in-1 apple tree. I just got it this year. It's not easy to find an apple tree that has several varieties in one, and it's also trained. So it's an Espalier. It's flat, and you can just put it in front of the fence. So when I found it in the local nursery, I was very happy, and I got it right away. And here is one chamomile plant. It's huge, even though it's only one plant. And this one grows very early in the spring. That's why it becomes very big at this time. And the white flower plant is called guara. It comes back every year. And it's very easy to grow. And here is one of my apple trees. It has only one little apple. And my hydrangea is coming out. I have a blueberry plant in the pot, and they are delicious. And I have strawberries. And I have a cola plant that smells just like a Coca-Cola. I think it's very interesting. This is a bush rose called Fairy. The flowers are kind of small, but they look very delicate. And they have a lot of flowers. And I have some lilies I put next to the steps. That's my quicksilver rose. It's still very small. supposed to be a climbing rose. And my fruity petal rose, it's a little bit peachy, pink, and a little bit yellow in the center. I think the color is very unique, and it does have a fruity fragrance. And I have a miniature knockout rose here I got last year. I think it's very cute. And I also have honeysuckles, but this is the second year, and they are not growing very quickly yet. And last, I have this corner with grape vines. The grapes are starting to form, and on the floor, I have the ground covers in each reed. And now they are kind of overgrown. They all kind of mesh together. Thank you for joining me today for this garden tour. It's always fun to come out in the backyard and see how nature grows. You never know which plant grows well this season. And there's always surprise. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.